Alright, we are here at the Saginaw Yard, also known as North Yard. We're about 3 miles north of Tower 55 area. Now this is Meekum, I believe that's how you pronounce it, overpass. And Blue Mound Road is down that way, next crossing. I remember back in the day when I first started catching out of this yard, it was just Burlington Northern then. If you go to Amarillo this way, north, it follows Highway 287. It crew changes in Wichita Falls and goes through Childress up to Amarillo, and most trains fuel up at the fuel dock just southeast of Amarillo, out by the truck stop. And these trains all go to like Texline, Pueblo, and then up to Denver. Going north, but going south the other way, you go down towards Temple, Texas, Houston, and all the grain that goes through here goes down to Galveston, to the port of Galveston. Back in like 93 or 94, they had a girl murdered here. Some train riders murdered her. I don't remember who it was, so it was really hot through here. I've never seen a bull here. But about 80% of the trains through here are coal. Going up to Wyoming, most of them go to the Big Bear coal mine. But anyway, well, I'll try to get up on top and take a ride, look down. Yep, worthless. This is kind of a good sized yard. That train there will be going to Amarillo, eventually up to Texline. They'll crew change there, then Pueblo, then to Denver. There's the big famous grain elevator here in Saginaw. It's actually North Yard, but we've always called it the Saginaw Yard, just north of Fort Worth. Yeah, my camera has been acting up on my phone here. I've been trying to doodle with the settings. I think I got it to a pretty good setting now. Yeah, and back in the day, right up there by that plant, used to be the area where the old Santa Fe yard used to be when it was Santa Fe Railroad. But Blue Mound Road is that road crossing up ahead. And there used to be a place down that Blue Mound Road towards Loop 820, a place called Handsome Hank's Liquor Store, and that's where we used to hang out. But yeah, that's the main 1 and 2 right here. And then going that way, you'll veer around and go to downtown, where Tower 55 is. That's downtown Fort Worth. I figured since I was out this way, I'd film the old Saginaw Yard. I'm going to be heading on UP towards Texarkana. When I get to Texarkana, I will show you guys Hobo Park. The park there is actually called Hobo Park. It was named after us hobos. Back in the Depression days, hobos always hung out there And so they named it after hobos. Yeah, again, this is like Meekum Road. There's McDonald's way up there, but looks like they were doing construction on the McDonald's, so it's not open. But the yard office is right down here. Yeah, gotta catch a city bus back to a yard that I can catch out of. I'm gonna try to catch out just east of town, like towards Arlington. There's a side out right after Tower 55. I'll try to catch that. Go to Texarkana. They'll crew change in Texarkana. It's finally morning. Made it to DeQueen, Arkansas. Up the KCS line. There's the south end of the yard there. DeQueen Eastern Railway runs east and west out of here, just on the other side of that overpass. It runs over to Valiant, Oklahoma, and hooks in with another local railroad. But here, this KCS. Now, when I got here last night, I was in that boxcar right there, but a southbound train came in and dropped them flatbeds right there in front. And I got out. I thought they were going to pick this cut of cars up, so I didn't want to end up in Shreveport. Yeah, that car there on the very end right there, and all those flatbeds is what that southbound dropped. And I thought he was going to pick that cut up next to it, there to the left. But he didn't. Yeah, I was sleeping inside that boxcar right there. The door opened really nice on it. Yeah, I hear that local engine. So I came over here. There, that's the main line, and there's a siding and yard line next to it. So I just came over here, got my machete out, and whacked me up a path. It got cool enough last night I had to get my thermal underwear top. And then I had to break out my bedroll. Yeah, I think that's unoccupied. There's spider webs in front of it. But I did step in some kind of crap. Yeah, it took me a good 30 minutes to hack my way back here. So I just rolled up, but I was kind of rolled out in that little gully right here. Looks like a trail here. It's grown up though, but it just goes off through here. Yeah, no matter where you go or how far you go back, you always find garbage. There's not much back here, but there's some. But it's pretty good ahead back here. It's supposed to get 93 degrees today, and it's probably 55 right now. But I'll be catching northbound. Went through Texarkana last night up through Ashdown and made it here about 11 o'clock last night. 11 o'clock. Just kind of sleeping lightly off and on. See, that's the main line right there, so something will come in and stop in that second line. It'll leave that first line open. But going north, the next crew change is in Heavener, Oklahoma, then Pittsburgh, Kansas, and Kansas City. But I'm going to try to stay on all the way, because Heavener is really bad now. The police department is corrupt. I even had locals tell me that there. But anyway, I will hop off here for now. King got back in that boxcar. One I was in last night, I just come to get a couple of these cardboard. Take over there to camp with me to lay on. Yeah, I'll just bring that one. Yeah, that way I got something to lay off that ground if there's any ticks. Yeah, that's just flatbed stuff they brought in last night. Come in on that siding line. I could have got a ride to Shreveport. Shreveport's that way, and Texarkana. South, going north, just going. You start getting into the Ouachita Mountains right up here from Rick Mountain on out through Page and Heavener, crew change. Then you cross the Arkansas River and you get in the Ozark Mountains in until you get around, Anderson, Missouri, Neosho, Joplin, Missouri. I'm going to try to get off in Joplin again. Joplin's about 32 miles from Pittsburgh, Kansas. That's where they'll crew change. Then it's 127 miles from Pittsburgh, Kansas to the Kansas City yard. That Kenochi yard. I used to think it was a Notch yard, but it's Kenochi yard. It's a Native American name. Knoche. Anyway, I gotta hop down out of here without breaking an ankle. Ugh. Well, bones are getting thinner. Yeah, this one opened really easy last night. Let me get on across here, get back over to camp. I made it back over. Yeah, just lay that there. That way I'm up off the ground a little bit anyway. Yeah, it's pretty much all woods. Yeah, you get north of here, you start getting in the hills. We're about 420 foot elevation here, and you get up to around like maybe 1,000, I know Page, Oklahoma, just south of Heavener, is like 900-foot elevation. There's a really heavy used sighting there. I've actually set out in that sighting without a crew for 32 hours one time. They just parked the train in the siding and left me there 32 hours. That was back before cell phones and GPS. I had no idea where I was back then. I was still really green back in the early 90s. If had I known I was only 20, 30 miles out of Heavener, I'd have just hitchhiked or walked instead of sitting in a boxcar for 32 hours. But that's why I always carry 2 gallons of water. Always prepared. Anyway, I'm gonna lay down. See what happens. There's a 50-cent piece now. Put 2 bits together. Sometimes they'll stick together. It fell off for now. Yeah, that's what's left. Well, we're at the UP IC&E split in Kansas City. It's heading south towards Coffeyville, Parsons, Pittsburgh, Joplin, Van Buren, Dallas. You can go anywhere, McAllister. Yeah, me, New York Slim, CC Rider, Hawaiian, and like 15 of us in 1998 camped out there on Christmas week. Boy, it was cold. We were actually going north to the Highline to ride in December. Southbound hop. They'll pull up going to Dallas and stop on that line. They'll crew change him right up there at the road crossing. There's a KCS leaving out right now. That Kenochi yard's just right back there. And the UP Neff yard is just right around there. Flying J truck stop on the other end of the interstate, and that's going north towards Liberty, Des Moines, Ottumwa, you name it. I should be riding next. Just saw a KCS worker. He was pretty cool. My train. Those aren't even running. Well, looks like it's all tankers. Maybe not. I'll see if I can make it. My beard all messed up. We got some bad chemicals on this train. I know he's got a speed restriction. Probably a lot of hazardous stuff on here. I can smell it too. It smells like them refineries do. I guess a little bit leaking out here and there. coming into Parsons. I might just get off if he stops out here. That's a pretty big yard. The bell off. Whew, bailed off. I'm kind of far out of town, but I don't want to get taken into that yard. Have to hop over 15 strings of cars. I don't know what he's stopping out here on the main pour like this, unless they're crew changing now at that third road crossing. It's only about half mile down to the overpass, and I doubt my old camp's still here. It's been so many years since I've been to Parsons. Back when I was here, there really wasn't even a yard. There was a couple of cabooses, and that was about it. A few cars. Coffeeville, I actually might try to hitch over there. But we'll see. I'm gonna get in town and get cleaned up. Finally get something hot to eat. Yeah, this was some kind of industry train. See all the chemical stuff? I got all that junk all over my pack is all filthy. That stuff's everywhere. It doesn't itch. So far it doesn't. But yeah, I'm still suffering from chiggers. Of course, I really can't walk right now anyway. That footing through here is just so stumbly. I'll have to get up on the main and walk whenever the train's out of the way. I hope you liked the video. Yeah, sorry it took me such a long time to get one up. Been out here over a week and just my first video up. But I try to record just the good happenings out here, and there really wasn't a lot of good that happened over the last week, so that kind of speaks for itself while there's a video just now coming out. But it's been getting better today. Went from Tennessee to Dallas to Texarkana to Queen to St. Louis to Kansas City, now to Parsons. And there is somebody on my YouTube, a subscriber. We email every now and then. I could not figure out his name or email address. He lives in Kansas City and told me next time you go through Kansas City, look me up. But for the life of me, I could not figure out who that was to send him a message. But maybe next time. Yeah, them chiggers ate me up. I'm still itching. I got some cortisone cream and some of that Chigger X. It's helping a little bit. And some Benadryl. Whoo, doggy. Man, them things are... Just keep scratching them like that. But they mostly just my wrist and back of my elbows. Whoo, doggy. And here's how the guys in the yard tower can tell what car is which. As they're humping them out, they can read off them numbers. Not all of them have it, but just thought I'd point that out. They did things a lot differently back in the day. I'm gonna cross over the road here and be very careful doing it. Almost scared to. I just can't damn see. I can see like a smudge. I ain't doing that again. That takes... Whew, that took some balls there. Yeah, that's the train I come in on. The yard's just right up ahead. This is the main road into town here. Boy, there's a good fishing pond. Would you look at that? Whoo, doggy. Makes it impossible to walk. Head-on wind. This Highway 400 here. That wind getting sucked right under it. Good 40 miles an hour. I'm trying to walk into town. It being Thursday afternoon, people be getting off work soon.